Hey YouTube, Get Driven 101 here. How you guys doing today? So we got a shop here full of cars. We got the blizzard going on here in New York. Well, sort of a blizzard. So I was just thinking, kill some time and do a toolbox tour since people seem to love that on YouTube. So stay tuned and let's get going. Hey, so here we go. This is my Snap-on EPIQ 68. I've had since about 2016, so I've had it about 6 years now. It's been a great box. As you can see here, I got a couple chargers up here, hat, some for cleaning, and some rags. So we're going to do the first drawer, and that's pretty much all sockets and wrenches and extensions. So I've been working a lot on my organization of my toolbox, and recently I bought a whole bunch of these trays. They're from Tecton. Now the thing that I really liked about them is that you can custom build your own trays. Okay, so every other place I've found that had trays, it was like you had to buy it with 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch on that. Well, I don't use much 1/2 inch, so that's pretty much useless. So I searched and I found Tecton made custom trays. Now, trays because I do a lot of work at home, family cars, friend cars, and I need something easy to transport my sockets with. So the vast majority of this is Snap-on, but there's a mixture of VAM. There's my Nepros. I've got here my 12 points. This is Nepros. These are all Snap-on. This is Cornwell, and everything else is pretty much Snap-on except for a few things. Here's primarily my impacts. As you can see, I have a pretty good assortment of 3/8. Back here, tucked back in there, is my 1/2 inch and stuff that I don't use as much. Got some extensions here. These magnets actually, when you get the Snap-on sockets, some of them they come in a tray that's magnetic strip on the bottom. I just ripped the magnets out of them to save some bucks and stuck them here so they hold the extensions down. Here's a magnetic tray with a bunch of my ratchets. Another magnetic tray. This is for kind of the stuff that won't work on a 1/4 inch tray, 3/8 tray. These are special strut mount bolts. For strut mount bolts, you can get the bit or whatever inside here. You hold it with a wrench and you can take it off. We all know hopefully that that's the proper way of doing it. This is an awesome tool. This is basically an impact socket on steroids. Basically it's a heavyweight and it does an awesome job at getting sockets off, or lug bolts off and stuff like that. I got a random bin here, Snap-on stuff. This is mostly Imperial SAEs. I really don't use that. All this stuff here is literally metric. Got down here, ratchet 1/2 inch. Got here, I got a long pry bar, and I have here my big ass breaker bar. I bought that because there's some who's that throw on a wheel and slap them on as tight as they can, and I can get them off. So that's what that's for. Okay. So next drawer down is primarily the second most used kind of things. I recently switched over to a brand called Toolbox Widget for my wrenches, and I'm telling you, man, if you're on the fence about this stuff, get it, because this whole drawer was packed. I had no room in it, and I bought 4 packs of it, 60, to try it out. And I liked it so much that I bought more. So I have some room to expand at this point, and as you know, more room, more tools, so that's always fun. So I got these are interesting, Astronomatic. These are like line wrenches, but you can use them for tie rods. This is my SAE wrenches. This is the only set I have in here just in case I need them on a rare occasion. Everything else is Snap-on. You know, I got my stubby ratcheting. I got from 8 mil all the way up to 15. Then I have regular. This is up to from 8 to 19. I got, this is Cornwell ratcheting double box. This set here is the Nepros, which I really like. I love the finish on these, and they work really well. So that's my wrench drawer, wrench drawer. This is kind of like my combination of my electrical. So I got my power probe, I got my extension pieces, voltmeter, I got some amp clamps. Here I have an assortment of my my torque wrenches. So I have these three here, Snap-on. This one is a torque angle 1/2 inch. This is a torque angle 3/8, and this one has become my favorite. This is a regular click style, but I just love this thing. This torque wrench is awesome. It's made by Studevant Richmond. It's a US based company, and just like the quality of these torque wrenches is just really, really nice. Of course, they're not cheap either. See if I can open it up so you guys can see it. It's not coming. I'll do a review on that later. So you know, I got my lights here, a little vacuum for cleaning up. All right, so that's that. All right, so going into the smaller drawers, this is my Pliers drawer. You know, nothing terribly special. So yeah, I have one of my most used ones here. My most used too is this Snap-on adjustable, and freaking this Kinepix. This thing is fucking awesome. It's great for doing alignments. I mean, I just need these two things here, and I can do the front end adjustment. I don't have to worry about grabbing a whole bunch of wrenches and stuff like that. So here I have, you know, a Snap-on tap and die set, the big one. I have another here. This is actually a rethreading set. You know, I got my rivet tool, extractors set, some spare trim pieces. Alright. In here I have my hammers and my pry bars and my screwdrivers. It's kind of messy. I want to work on cleaning that up, but like I said, this has been a big work in progress, and it's taking time, but it's getting there. If you ever want a cheap dead blow, go to Harbor Freight. These things are awesome. Don't be spending the money on Snap-on. Those things are just as good. So yeah, I got assortment. I have a few Harbor Freights somewhere here. This is a Harbor Freight, I believe. You know, got this one. I like this one, adjustable crow's foot, or whatever you want to call it. This is a brake tool set from Astronomatic. It's been great. I've used it a bunch of times. I have over here some miscellaneous, like rod stock. I use them kind of like as punches. If I need to hammer something but can't get a hammer quite in that area, they're great for that. Some old school stuff. This is from an axle, I believe. Some of them are from an axle, but these are like homemade. Alright, let's see here. This is my bottom drawer. I recently took out a bunch of stuff from my toolbox because I just ran out of room and I was just trying to clean it up some. So down here, you know, I have a fender cover, my Snap-on book. I got ball joint remover. And here, I love these two sets, Mueller Keps. This thing's freaking heavy. These are awesome sets. If you need a polar set for bushings, it's a lot of money, but get it. It's worth it. All right. Next here, kind of like my pens, a little miscellaneous stuff. You know, nothing special about that. This is my random junk. Well, not junk, but random stuff. You know, just miscellaneous things I don't want to get. Sealant. You know, this stuff is awesome. BG. You know, I got a bunch of stuff in there. Just doesn't fit anywhere else. And in this drawer, I have my impacts. Let's take this out. I'm going to do a review on this too. I haven't quite gotten to that point yet. So I got, you know, low best air hammer out there. This thing is awesome. Most of my impacts and pneumatic ones are Snap-on. My Milwaukee. I love this thing. This thing's pretty awesome. This is the mid-torque one, which is good enough for the most part for doing wheels and stuff like that. And a little miscellaneous stuff too. So over here, got my little cart. If I'm doing tires, just throw them on there instead of rolling them to the tire machine. Go over here, got my cart. This is what I use to work out of for the most part. And yeah, so yeah, I'm looking to make some changes. Maybe I'm gonna do some additions. So you know, stay tuned. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will catch you next time. Take care.